currently on page 171. Couple of things. Our girl's just been asked on a date by a guy she's just met. He's a handyman who came to fix her toilet. And he was just about to leave, and he says, "Look, you may have plans, but there's a folk night on in the Hope tonight. I'm going. Want to come along?" I mean, it's not really a date, but it sort of is. He's asking her out. Usually I hate these kind of things in like mystery books and thrillers. I hate when there is like a love story thrown in, even if it does sort of like add to the plot or it's for a bit of like drama. Normally I hate it, but what's his name? Finn? Is it Finn? Finn. I don't mind. Already I don't mind him. What else? Also as well, I hate that the author keeps, every time she talks about the lassie's coat that she wears, she always calls it the fake fur coat. The faux fur. It's like, I get it. You told me once that it was fake fur. You don't need to keep saying it every single time you talk about the coat. I don't know why that bothers me. But it's bothering me that every time she mentions her like pulling on her coat, she always says she put on her faux fur coat, and I'm like, I get it. I get that it's faux fur. I get it. Oh my god. I get it. Like, you can't just say she put on her coat. I get it. I get the gist. I get it. So I'm on page 171. I was determined to read today and not just sit on World of Warcraft like I have been doing. I wondered what the hell that was. Blue sky today? That is so annoying. It's a lovely blue sky today, but it's been raining a lot. Typical Scottish weather. I'm so tired of the work going on outside my house right now, I swear to god. So I'm gonna keep reading, and I mean, I'm more than halfway now. I'm here. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's actually really easy to read. It's one of those books that I just feel like, I often find like books like this, like mysteries, thrillers, that they're only about 300 pages long, and they can be quite fast paced, and it just flows nicely, and before you know it, it's over, and you're like, yay. So I'm gonna just keep reading and then play World of Warcraft. Oh my goodness. Look at your... Oh my god! I've made a terrible mistake. I've made a terrible mistake. We should not have come down here. It's so mucky. Paths are so damp and muddy. And obviously, he's just flicking it up into his belly. Oh, look at oh. Look at you. Oh my gosh, look at the state of me. I made a bad call as I was coming in with the dog. I stood on him. I couldn't see. I just walked in, I had towels in my hand, and I stood on his paw. And I think... I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry. I'll dry him in a minute. I'm absolutely so I swear the amount of times I have done this intro quest line so many times, swear. I'm getting tired of it. I'm just like labeling all my alts and just sending them to the Shadowlands. I'm having so much fun. Why does this game sometimes just feel like a chore? Like, I do these I'm like, I must do these things. I have so many things that I must do. Do you think I can like film and talk at the same time? Possibly. I'm like the queen of multitasking. So today has been a pretty decent day. I read a lot. I thought I'm gonna have to do some reading, and I read quite a bit. Maybe I'm on page 200, so I read about 100 pages, and there only is like 300, so I'm doing pretty good with that. It's okay. you might remember me talking about how our girl, I should say my girl because you have no idea who I'm talking about, but the main character got asked out on a date, and to be honest, I made a comment about it. I was like, oh, you know, normally I hate these kind of things, but I'm kind of rooting for it, weirdly enough. And this is the first time where it didn't end well. Like, I thought it was literally, just because of the way it was like set up, I was like, oh, here we go. It's another one of those cliched moments where our main character gets asked out and they have a lovely date and everything, and they end up being a couple, etc., etc., and he saves her maybe throughout the novel. Well, no, that's totally not what happened. Our girl got drunk. She tried to kiss the guy and he wasn't interested, and he took her home, and that was the end of it. She woke up the next day with a terrible hangover, and I was like, this book, this main character, this is my kind of girl. I thought it's so refreshing. It just felt quite nice. I was like, I love this. I love this change. We don't normally get this. Well, I don't anyway. Must just be the shite books that I read. But like, I don't normally get that. And normally it ends up always being the same stereotypical situations, and it's like they fall in love. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll come back. Please come back, Finn. There was something about you that I liked. Maybe it's the fact that he was Irish. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I'm on page 200, so I have about 100 to go. I then walked the dog, and that was a disaster because the place was just soaking. I had to like climb a gate to like avoid, or like a fence anyway, this big thick fence to avoid stepping in like a muddy puddle, and I ended up, my jacket got really dirty from the fence. And then the dog was really badly marked, like dirty, just like splashback from walking. And then it started to rain really heavily, and I was like, but it was fine. I got dried off, I dried him off, and ever since I've just been sitting here playing World of Warcraft. My hair looks so weird when it's like dried naturally, but I've just been playing World of Warcraft ever since. So, a good day, I would say so. I got out for a bit, and where the hell am I going? Am I about to jump down here? Well, I die if I jump down here. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not gonna jump down there. So, I'm just gonna keep playing World of Warcraft. Oh no, I better edit for it. Oh my god, there's an elite mob. There's an elite. How am I? I'm stuck. So I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna edit my vlog. I'm gonna edit my vlog, and then I shall play some more World of Warcraft, because that's all my life entails right now. Reading and WoW. How exciting.